So we here. Welcome to the live stream. I go by FD White, aka Crypto Funds. Today is Thursday, February 15th, 2024. So we're gonna get started. And we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. So, Bitcoin. We had a nice little pump this morning, and then we got a nice little rejection. So we're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at some altcoins. I got some trade setups that I want to look at. I got my phone. I trade from my phone. I do all my setups on the computer, but I always trade from my phone. So if I'm anywhere, I can still, manage what I'm doing. So watching some trade setups that might come along. And then, we're going to go from there, man. So like I said, FDY, aka Crypto Funds, welcome to the live stream. Let's talk crypto. Let's talk Bitcoin. Let's talk, some news. I seen a couple things, a couple stories that I want to go over. So we'll talk about that. And we just kick it, man. The live streams, I want to just make it like we just kick it. You just get to know who I am. I get to know, some people who come in. And then like I said, we go from there. So if you're not following me over on X, make sure you follow me on X at King Crypto Funds, with the blue check mark. That's me. So I'll be over on X. I'll be over on Twitter a lot, almost every day. Not all day, but I'll be there every day, kicking it with the peoples, taking in a lot of alpha, taking in a lot of knowledge. It's so much, it's a wealth of knowledge. Like, you really don't need anything else but X. Like, you really don't need anything else but X if you're in crypto. X and TradingView. You got those two, you pretty good, man. As long as you following the right people, using your bookmarks, and just taking in all the information that people giving you, and people, so many people in this space that are just so smart. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm smart, but there's some people who really like do this. They really, really do this. Like, I'm good at technical analysis. I'm good at finding trends. I'm good at finding, good communities and good projects to invest in. But a lot of these people know the intricacies. They know the ins and outs. They know all of this stuff. So shout out to them, man. So if you're one of the people who be like doing all this airdrop farming and doing, sending this and doing that and doing all, like, I airdrop farmed for like 4 hours Tuesday. I was tired. I'm not gonna lie. I was very tired, man. So it's people doing that every day, all day, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody in DeFi. Shout out to everybody NFTs doing all that. It's just it's just so much knowledge, so much information out there to take in, man. So congratulations if you're here, and congratulations if you're doing that. So let's talk Bitcoin. Let's go over to Bitcoin. So right now, we on the hour time frame. So right now, we had a nice pump. Coming into Thursday. So coming into this morning. So we was at about 51.6, and then we pumped all the way up to 52.8, almost touched 53,000. Then we got a nice little rejection. So we're just going to see how Bitcoin reacts to everything today. But I mean, we're still in a bullish structure. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to draw this upper slope trend line. We're going to keep it simple today. We're going to draw this trend line here, and we can possibly put a trend line possibly here. This is like expanding volatility. So we'll keep our eye out on that. This is sort of like a bullish pattern. I don't really know too much about this pattern, but we're just in this little range right now. So we'll just have to see how Bitcoin reacts to that. Ethereum is doing good. We're going to talk about Ethereum today. Of course, we're going to talk about Solana, which is down today. And then we'll talk about a few other coins as we go along. But right now, like with Bitcoin, man, Bitcoin is just, I'm expecting it to take a breather sometime soon. Like, I'm gonna look at the chart in a minute and see if we break this $53,000 area. I'm thinking like it's not really that much resistance above us. So if we break this range with some volume comes in, like, we could be looking at 65,000 fairly quick. So I'm really paying attention to this range right here. I'm really paying attention to this range right here. Abe, is that how you pronounce it? What's up, man? Appreciate you joining the live, man. We're just talking Bitcoin, man, right now. Bitcoin is at, 52,338. We had that nice little flash crash about an hour ago, but didn't really phase the market like that. You know, a lot of coins are down today. Not too much, maybe 2-3%, but this is after like what? 10-15% pumps for the week. So for the 7 days. So I mean, overall, I'm super bullish. I'm super bullish right now. But like I said, I still want to see how this $52,000 area plays out. Let's actually go to the daily, and then we can get a lot more information as to what happened. Matter of fact, let's go to the weekly because we haven't touched 50,000 in like 2 years. So we got to go back. So the last time we was up here, we were at this area here. So what I'm looking at right now, I drew this not too long ago, is I'm looking at this area here. So if you see here, this is the last time we were at this area. This was in September 2021 and then December 2021. And then we haven't seen 50,000 since then. I see Bitcoin dropping to a low between February 9th. Hey, man, in a bull market, like, that's a gift. That would be a gift. Low 30s. So when we were like in the 40s, I'm going to answer your question and I get back to this. When we was in the 40s, like maybe 42, and then we had that drop down to 38, I was looking at 32K, 31 to 33K, somewhere in that area, because that was that major area. Shoot, I'll even show you. That was a major area. I still got it drawn out. This major SR flip right here that we broke out on the higher time frame. Even if we come to the daily time frame, we never retested it. So that was right here. So you see this area right here. We touched here. This was back in July, and then we came up like over in this area. It was in April 2023. We interacted with this 32. Look at over here, May, June 2022. We interacted with this area a lot, but we never retested it. Usually, a lot of times when you break out, you retest, or if you break down, you retest the top. So what I thought was gonna happen, it was my second likely scenario, is I thought we would break out, we would kind of hit our head up here somewhere or somewhere up here, and then come back and retest it, then blast off. We never retested this 31 to 32K area. So if we do have some type of massive breakdown, which is very possible in a bull run, because people just think a bull run is up only. Bull run is not up only. Bull runs are very volatile. But speaking of volatility, we got BlackRock in now. We have all these ETFs coming in now. I don't know if that's going to create a stronger floor, you know what I mean, for these for Bitcoin now. So I don't know if the volatility will be, as severe. The next full moon on the 24th, energy will be super bearish. You know what? I'm gonna look out for that, man. I'm gonna look out for that. Thank you for this. I'm gonna look out for, but you said the 19th through the 29th. So I'm gonna look out for it, man, because I don't think we're just gonna go up in a straight line. We had a massive run up. Like even if you go to the RSI is, we are like 80, 82 on the RSI right now. So we're over bought. But in the bull run, that means something. But I don't put too much weight on it. But yeah, like you said, man, fingers crossed, man. If we do come back down, the areas that I will be looking at, number one would be 46.8. This is if we come back down under like 50,000. I know the first area was like 48 to 49. Then this area here, this red line, this green line up at about I think it was 46.5 or something. And then this massive one right here where we touch, that's at about 44.8 or something like that. So we start coming down. I never really try to predict a whole move. I just let it drop by level by level by level by level. So I just go off of I'm just gonna keep going off of the daily movements of Bitcoin. I'm not gonna try to predict, because this will happen with me. This will happen. I'm gonna tell you this. This is something that happened with me. So in 2022, going into 2023, I thought we were gonna have like some sort of massive recession with massive, stock market declines, massive crypto declines. I thought we were just gonna have just a complete total washout. So me going into 2022, going into 2023 from 2022, I wasn't ready for that run up that we had, because at the beginning of the year, we just start going up. Then the banks failed and we start going up even more. And I was caught off guard. So I had to hurry up and start. I was accumulating. Plus, I've been in since 2020, and I really haven't sold anything. I still got my bags from like late 2020, early 2021. So I seen my portfolio go from like this to this. Now it's back to like this. And I've been accumulating, some nice little new projects here and there and getting some airdrops. But for the most part, I was kind of bearish, and I was trying to predict too far along in the future. And that hurt me in the long run. But, I know how to trade a little bit, and I know how to, I just have a little bit of more knowledge because I've been in the space a little bit longer. So I know how to, kind of maneuver and, try to get back some gains and whatnot. But yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from, because a lot of times, the weirdest things will happen and when you least expect it, man. So thank you for that, man. I'm gonna be looking out for that. Like you said, the 19th through the 29th, I'll have my eyes open, man. I will have my eyes open. But right now, man, Bitcoin is looking super bullish. Even like these dips, like remember a couple days ago, we literally just dropped to like 48.5 or 48.2, and we got bought up super quick. So that's just showing the strength of the bulls. When you see these dips get bought up like that, and when they get bought up so strong, that's just showing the strength of the bulls. So you got to just ride the sentiment. See, crypto, man, we can go off projects having real world or real use case and this and that. But when the bull market starts, you go narrative, you go sentiment. You have to ride the sentiment. Like a lot of people was bearish on the stock market, but the stock market is at all-time highs. Even though it's just the 7 stocks, everybody's piling into these 7 stocks, even though some things in the economy don't look good. But when the sentiment of these few stocks is super bullish, you got to just ride the sentiment. You got to put your emotions to the side. Sometimes you got to put your logic to the side, and you got to let the charts tell you what to do. You know what I mean? So in a crypto bull run, like a coin might come out called African booty scratcher coin or something, you know what I mean? And it might just shoot up. It might just start shooting for no logic at all. It's just the sentiment of it is just going up, going up, going up. You got to ride the sentiment, ride the wave. And that's how you make the most money in crypto, man. That's how I made the most money in crypto last bull run. That's what I'm gonna plan on doing now with my spot bags, man. So that's just a little rant. My bad, man. I got off subject, but Bitcoin, man, I'm keeping my eyes out. Bitcoin, man, I'm keeping my eyes open, man. Ethereum's looking really good. Ethereum is my biggest holding. I accumulated Ethereum in 2020. And, we all thought Ethereum was going to 10, 15, 20,000 last bull run. That didn't happen. But I didn't sell. I just held it. So a couple of my scenarios that I had drawn out, this one didn't play out. I thought we were going to break out of this resistance level and retest. We never retested. We just broke out. We're just super bullish. So Ethereum is probably next in line with the ETF. So we'll be looking out for Ethereum. This is the next trade. If all goes the right way and all goes as planned, Ethereum is the next trade that I'm looking at, possibly to go to 3,500. So I'm looking at Ethereum, and everything in the Ethereum ecosystem will start to take off as well. So just the overall market is looking pretty bullish, but I am watching for Bitcoin, because we all know Bitcoin moves the market. Bitcoin moves the the overall market, the overall sentiment of the market. So that's why I titled this Breakout or Breakdown, because this $52,000 level that we're at right now is very, very, very important. We either going to get rejected here, or we're going to blast off. And if we blast off through this level here, I'm seeing 60,000 quick. And then once that happens, we'll probably see some type of cool off, some type of pullback, and then alts will fly. So that's why I like to come, and I like to just look at the overall market and just try to gauge what's going to happen, within the next day or two. And then just position myself as a trader, but as just a longer term investor. All these prices, everything's going to go up from here. Like everything, we might, everybody's in crypto now. I made a video. Make sure y'all go watch the video I put out yesterday talking about retail is not even here yet. So all these prices right now that we have, they're going to be way higher. That's the thing. It's only February. The halving isn't until another 2 months. These prices are going to be way higher. If you've never experienced a crypto bull run, like one day a price, let's just say something was $3, and the next day it might be 20, 30, $40. It gets insane, man. It gets insane. So these prices, like, even though it's not the bottom of the market, you might not have caught the bottom of the market. These prices are still juicy. I'm trying to tell you, this is nothing. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is nothing, man. These prices are going to be a lot higher, man. Oh, this is what I wanted to look at. So, if you go on my YouTube, you can see, I mean, not YouTube, Twitter X, we had something saying that just in BlackRock and Fidelity now hold 191,657 Bitcoin worth over 10 billion. So I said, is that good or is that bad? So I know a lot of people have been coming with the narrative that, these big entities coming in and basically wiping all the little people out. I mean, it was inevitable. It was inevitable. Like, we can't put like, hey, you can't buy Bitcoin. You can't buy Bitcoin. It's for everybody. So if the big players want to come in and they want to buy all this Bitcoin, they want to make these ETFs, there's nothing we can do. We just have to piggyback off of that. Like I said, we still early. Piggyback off of these, these people buying all these Bitcoins and shooting the price up, and just ride it up, ride the wave with them. So me personally, with them owning so much Bitcoin, it's not really something that has something to do with the network, but it does have something to do with the supply side, not the actual network of it. So it's like two sides of a coin with Bitcoin. Some people are in it for the, it's like a religion to some people, and then other people, we just trying to make money. We trying to build wealth. We trying to get wealth. We use it as a vehicle to get wealth. I'm sort of in the middle. I do think crypto is a means to freedom, so to say, but on the money side, I do think it is the fastest horse in the stable to get you where you need to go. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm in crypto. I was in crypto. It kind of switched. So I got in crypto to make the money. Of course, 2020, everything was going crazy. I started going to the stocks. Then I got in crypto in DeFi summer of 2020. Started going all in at the end of 2020. But then crypto makes you go down a rabbit hole. It makes you peel layers back. It makes you be a philosopher. It makes you be an economist. It makes you do all these other things. It makes you peel so many layers back. You gain so much knowledge by being in crypto because you just go down that rabbit hole. So once I went down that rabbit hole, I started to see it was more of the sovereignty part of it. And, I started to like it more because of that, not just only because of the number go up. You know what I mean? So then, now, fast forward to today, I'm kind of in the middle. Of course, I got a whole family. I'm full-time crypto. This is what I do all day. I trade. I have my investment bags. I swing trade. I spot trade. You know what I mean? And then I got my bags that I packed, a few years ago. And then I got, the ones that I packed this bear market. But for the most part, this is all I'm doing right now. Just full-time crypto. All day. So then I got the YouTube channel. So I'm doing this, come talk about it, so I can put my analysis out there and I can hold myself accountable as well. So I love crypto, man. Crypto is really like, it, I ain't gonna say it saved my life, but it definitely gave me a spark. Because 2020, man, it was real. It got real dark for us, didn't it? It got real dark for us, man. But once I got into crypto, I started putting my head down. I started doing all of this, man. It gave me a life spark. Sometimes you need something to give you a spark. You know what I mean? So crypto gave me a spark, man. So I'm grateful for that. But I started getting into my rants. I apologize, man. But I did want to go over a couple more news stories, and then we're gonna go over some more charts, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Because I'm going on Crypto Blood. If you know who Crypto Blood is, I'm going on Crypto Blood's channel today at 3. So make sure you go over, subscribe to Crypto Blood's YouTube channel, and be looking out for me over there. So it says Bitcoin yen pairs hit record highs, reflect stress on Japan's fiat currency. So Japan is having a hard time over there. I think they just got into a recession or something like that. But the stock market is at an all-time high almost. Like, come on. This is why I keep talking about the wealth gap. The wealth gap is doing this now. Like the financially educated, the financially literate, the people who own assets are winning. The people who don't own the assets, the people who are not financially literate, the people who are not financially educated, they're struggling, man. And it made me kind of sad because for 2 years, 2.5 years, I've been preaching financial literacy, financial literacy, financial literacy. It's not just crypto that I was preaching. I was preaching financial literacy with a major in crypto, sort of like a college course. You know what I mean? So it's one of the things that, everybody was making a lot of money in 2020. Everybody was getting these checks and whatnot. And I'm just sitting back like, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. Because we was making a lot of money too during the bull market. It all came and hit the fan. Inflation shot up and all this. Now, the Fed is in a pickle. Like, you got inflation coming back up. Then you got this side, the interest rate, sensitive sectors are struggling. It's like, and you got the national debt so high that has to come down if they want the national debt interest payments to. It's a whole crazy thing going on. So this is another reason why I'm in crypto. I'm trying to opt out. I mean, we can't opt out 100%, but that system, people call crypto, people call Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme, a scam. I'm like, have you ever heard of the US dollar, bro? Like, go look at how we pay for our debt. Go look at how we pay for our bills. Like, we don't even make enough to pay all our bills. Where do you think the money comes from? We're paying debt with more debt. It's a Ponzi scheme. Let's see. Much love, man. Thank you. Welcome back, Luis, man. What's up? What do you think the flipping to alts is going to happen? Let's go back to the charts, man. So, let's go back to the chart. So, usually what happens is, we get that Bitcoin run up, and then Bitcoin will kind of turn over, and then it'll consolidate on some type of resistance, and then we'll come look over here. If you BTC.D, this is called Bitcoin dominance. You see, we'll see how, when this goes up, when Bitcoin dominance, meaning the market cap of the whole crypto market, 53%, 53.88% is in crypto. So when this starts to go down, usually when Bitcoin goes down or consolidates, alts run. So right now, Bitcoin dominance is going up. Bitcoin dominance is going up. So when Bitcoin dominance curls over and starts to ascend down, if you want to go on TradingView, you go type in BTC.D. You look at this Bitcoin dominance. Once this starts going red on the higher time frames, that's when alts are going to run. So I can't really predict when it's going to happen, but I use different metrics and different precursors to kind of, weave my way through the market. Yeah, the best is yet to come. Keep DCN, definitely, man. When are you thinking the Fed is going to pivot? And do you think Bitcoin will drop 30? That's a great question that I ask myself every day. So, we all thought, when I didn't think, because I wasn't even, people thought, like the stock market, everybody thought it was going to pivot in March. But inflation is still sticky. With inflation being so sticky still, they can't pivot. They can't pivot yet. So if inflation doesn't, I'm hoping inflation comes down. I'm praying and I'm hoping inflation comes down. Like, just because inflation comes down don't mean prices gonna come down. I have to explain that to people. I say inflation coming down, the rate of the CPI number coming down means that prices are going up slower. So I have to tell my family and friends that, because they be looking at mainstream media thinking like, oh, inflation's coming down, but they go to the market, bread still, $2, $3, $4, $5. But if inflation is not going to come down and then they can't just lower interest rates. With them not lowering the interest rates, the whole Ponzi house of cards system called the United States monetary system and all this debt is struggling. All these interest rate sensitive sectors are struggling right now. All the free money is dead. Everything is dried up. So they can't just lower them right now. So with them still strangling the economy and inflation still being sticky, they're in a weird position. They're in a weird position. So if they keep interest rates higher for longer, something's gonna break. Like, look at the banking system. They basically bailed the banking system out a year ago, before the BTFP or BTFD program came out. The banking system was about to collapse. They came in and saved the day. Now that program ends in March next month, so we don't know what's going to happen with the banking system. So let's say the banking system starts to crumble again. They're going to have to start slashing interest rates, because banking is an interest rate sensitive sector. You know what I mean? So hopefully something don't break, because if something really breaks, then the stock market is going to go down, because the stock market is just all animal spirits right now. It's all animal spirits. Bitcoin, crypto, we have catalysts. We got the ETF. We got real money coming in. We got inflows coming in from these ETFs. But the stock market, I'm seeing it's just all animal spirits. I look at the stock market and I see stocks going up 60%. I'm like, this is the stock market? It's crazy right now. People be really gambling. But if they don't, they have to. They just have to. Hopefully they don't have to do it because something breaks. They're gonna cut. I'll probably say this summer, because we got that election coming up. So they have to start cutting. They have to have something to run with. The current administration has to have something to run with. So they're gonna cut. Hopefully they don't cut because something is just broke or something cracked or something like that. Because if the stock market rolls over because something breaks, Bitcoin is probably going to, and the crypto market is probably going to get a nice little, correction too. But that was a long-winded answer, man. I can't really answer it specifically, but hopefully something don't break. Like us, we know what time it is. You know what I mean? If you watching this stream, if you in crypto, like, we know that the whole system is on like the precipice of a whole collapse. They're just holding it. Like they put a Band-Aid on a broken leg for the most part. So, we just got to take it day by day. Take it day by day, man. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking it day by day, and I'm staying in tune to the markets. I am staying in tune to the markets. Let's see. After Bitcoin hits the first discovery, his all-time high, then the Bitcoin gains will trickle into altcoins. That's definitely what happens too. So you, like, Bitcoin, once it gets in price discovery, and then it figures out some type of short-term ceiling or something like that, and then kind of curls over. Yeah, like you said, then alts. That's definitely what happened. But in the short term, like if we get like some type of short-term top, then like if this like is the short-term top, and then we see, Bitcoin kind of roll over, and then Bitcoin dominance roll over, we could definitely see some money flow into alts. So let's look at some alts though. Ethereum is having a pretty good day. It almost got up to about 2,900. We got up to 2,881. So if Ethereum comes back down, we just gonna draw some really quick trend lines. I'll be looking for some type of consolidation at about, if we come down at about 2720. That's just the first stop. We just connected those wicks right there. I'm not gonna go too in depth with it. Oh yeah, we're not too far. Yeah, definitely. ADA is finally getting some type of movement. We're at 60 cent. If we break, so we're breaking out. I probably drew this level a long time ago. So yeah, we've been in this level here, finally breaking out. So we'll be looking for, if the market continues to stay bullish, we'll be looking for a move to ADA up to about, we could probably get up to 68, 70 cent. And then we'll probably look for some sort of short-term rejection. You see, usually these coins don't just, this is where TA comes in. A lot of people say it's fairy dust, it's magic, it's, astrology for men. Okay, I say okay. But it just gives you some type of edge. It gives me an edge. I don't know about everybody else. It gives me a massive edge to know where to look for entries, where to look for exits. Even if I'm not trading, even if I'm investing, long-term investing, and we have enough information gathered, I can kind of see price points where it would be a good time to take profits or a good time for entries, unless you just dollar cost averaging in, which is, a much easier point. But like I said, ADA might come up to about 68 to 70 cent if we can remain bullish. This is on a daily time frame. AVAX still hasn't got back up to its local high at about almost $50. Looking like we're getting some type of stop here in this range here. So we touched it here, almost came up here, start making lower lows, lower highs, and then we bounced a little bit off this trend line. Little deviation down there, and now we're coming up here. So we'll have to keep our eye out on AVAX. If you look back, I told people to get AVAX at $10 in April 2023. I remember the day. I made a TikTok. I said AVAX because it was just like one of them things where I think they had partnered, Ava Labs had partnered with Amazon or something. I'm like, okay, AVAX was at like $16. I'm like, we're probably going to get a pullback to about $10, $10, $12. That's where I'm going to load the boat. A few months later, we came down to about $9 to $10. I loaded the boat. Now AVAX is at $41. I'm not selling AVAX. I think AVAX can at least 10x from here. From here at $40. I think AVAX can go to about $400. So, like I keep saying, like we're early. Like all of us in the crypto market, our echo chamber, we're talking, it just seemed like we late. It seemed like the bull run is like, oh goodness, that was a long bull run. Like, no, like we are early. Nobody's calling my phone. Nobody's asking me about crypto. I post something about crypto on Facebook or Instagram or something. Nobody cares. Nobody might get a couple likes or I might get a couple comments. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares yet. We early. I'm trying to tell you. This stuff is gonna go so astronomically higher in the next 18 months. It's gonna blow your mind. And you here now, you're gonna be a genius. You're gonna be looked at as the genius in your family. Like it's man, I get so excited when I think about 2020 and 2021, man. But I was so emotional though. Like when we got that blow off top when Coinbase IPO'd, and then I think it was like March or April or May. It was May. And then we got that huge dip to like 28. Oh my God, my heart. It was like somebody was punching me in the heart over and over and over again. I was so emotional. Now I'm like a cyborg, bro. Yeah. So in crypto, you gotta be kind of even keel. You gotta be kind of stoic with it, so you can make the best possible decision. XRP, man. XRP is still in the downtrend, so we can give a quick analysis of XRP. We'll be in a downtrend until we break basically up in this area here. So I just basically drew a simple trend line. These simple trend lines work, man. So we're starting to get some type of pump. So if we can get back, I'm thinking we might can get up to 60 cent, 58 to 60 cent. Then I want to see, something come in. Let me see what I'm looking at. I haven't even. So we got this. Oh, okay. So this is the video I did. I did a video about this like 2 weeks ago. And this was the make or break line right here. This is multi-year support for XRP. So this, see what I mean? This goes back 2022. This goes back all the way. Like, I think I drew this from like 2020. But you can see like it's been respecting this line. And we held. We came down here. It was looking scary. But we held, man, and now it's looking like this this downward sloping trend line will be our resistance point. But if we can break out of here, we might be, and hold this as support, we might be looking straight, man. I'm expecting XRP to do pretty good still. I think XRP can still do pretty good. XRP has a big community. I've seen a few people turn their backs on XRP, but for the most part, you say something bad about XRP, the XRP army's coming for you. They still out there. So I'm expecting XRP to still do pretty good, to be completely honest with you. So we're going to keep our eye on XRP. It hasn't moved like that, but XRP, I think one day we're going to wake up and XRP just going to have a God candle out of nowhere. So I'm keeping my eye out on XRP. Oh no, hey, Luis, keep asking, man. Keep asking. I enjoy talking about it. This is my outlet because I don't have nobody really to talk about it around me. You know what I mean? So when I come on here, ask as many questions as you want. We can, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you being here, man. Ask as many questions as you like. Give me your take on ADA. So now I'm just what the charts tell you for both in the top. So you mean like a price prediction where they can top out at in the bull market? Because, Sol, what was Sol's all-time high? Like 300 or something? Give me a sec. Give me a second. Let me just. Yeah. So what's that about 261? Uh. So I think I was saying. Let me see. So we got that. Soul is at 114. I mean it's gonna for sure break all time highs. I'm pretty, unless it just shut down again and never turn back on. You know how Solana do, but the chart, see, it all just depends on how bullish the market gets and how bullish the market stays. It's really like this is what I've come to realize. You can't really predict off price. You have to predict off sentiment. So let's say it hits all time high in June. Let's say it just for in June. And that's not even, and we just really entered the bull market. So now we can start formulating like, okay, if it's already at this point and it's this early, like, and the market is this bullish, who knows how high it could go. I think it could go to 1,000. To be honest, 800 to 1,000. You know what? I'm going to put that on record. 800 to 1,000 is my conservative price for Solana. And this is no technicals because I can't really chart it because the once it gets in price discovery, who knows what can happen. But Solana, man, you see Solana is like one of the most bullish coins in the space. And I think it's going to continue that way because their ecosystem is crazy. The ecosystem is nice, man. So I'm thinking 800 to 1,000 minimum. And that might, like, I think the market cap is gonna go bananas, man. I really do. ADA went to what, $3? I think it was $3. Yep, on the dot. Cause I remember this day, cause I hold a lot of ADA, and I remember this day, and I'm like, oh, we going to $10, and then it just went. I think ADA can reach back to all time highs. I think last bull run we were shorted. I think we were shorted by two catalysts. Number one, the pandemic, because we should have been further along. That took us down and we had to work our way back up. So if we didn't get the pandemic, and then I think in 2021, we should have got a lot higher than 100,000, but I think FTX was holding a lot down. So we had two major catalysts that held us back at the beginning and at the end. So all in the middle of the bull market, we're just trying to claw our way back up. Mind you, we were at $8,000 to $10,000 before the pandemic, and then we dropped all the way to like 3,500. If we would have never did that, our ascension would have been higher. So we would have never had that dip, and we would have just been higher at the same point of each time. So, and then we had FTX pulling all these strings and doing all this crazy stuff and selling and doing, like, we should have went to 100K Bitcoin easily last cycle, but we had some crazy stuff going on. So ADA, I'm thinking ADA, man, like it's hard for me to do. I can't really do technicals because it's never went. I think it's gonna pass all time highs, but past all time highs, I can't even predict. In my mind, in my heart, I'll say $5 to $7. I'm putting it on record, $5 to $7 for ADA this bull run. And that's like, I own a lot of ADA, so I'm hoping that happens. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say $5 to $7. So that's almost another 10x. I think all the higher cap coins, all the top 10, top 15 coins, I think they still have let's actually go to coin market cap. I think they still have 10x's in them, to be completely honest with you. I think this is going to be a massive bull run. Massive. I think this is going to be the last great massive parabolic bull run, man. So Cardano right now is at a 21 million. Oh yeah. I think we get 10x from here. So what would it be? $6? So I'm thinking just 10x's. Just say 10x's. So Solana, 1,000. Cardano, $6. I'm thinking, and that might sound super bullish. I mean, bullish and whatnot, but I think that's conservative without just full-fledged pull your hair out FOMO. I think that's just the overall market getting to like 8 to 10 trillion market cap, just overall market cap. So I'm just thinking 10x's, man. That's really what all I can really come up with is 10x's, man. So I hope that helps a lot, but stay tuned, man. We'll stay with it. We'll stick with it. I'll be here the whole step of the way, man. Actually about to travel for a few months. But I don't know, so I don't know the time zones I'm gonna be in, but I'm still gonna, coordinate with Eastern time, my regular time here in Michigan. No matter where I'm at, and then I'm thinking about going live around 11:30, 11:45 every day, because there's some people out there I still want to watch, so I don't want to be live when they come on, because I do like to watch a few people. But yeah, man, we gonna get up out of here in a minute. I'm gonna get ready to get on Crypto Blood show at 3 p.m. Make sure you go over and subscribe to Crypto Blood. I'll be over there at 3 p.m. Bitcoin, we had a nice little dip, but we recovered, man. We recovered, and we're right back where we started, basically. So we're gonna keep our eye out on that. And that's pretty much it, man. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We had a nice little chat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Luis, for coming through again, man. We will be, like I said, on Crypto Blood's channel today at 3. I'm going to be on a bunch of people's channel. I'll be on Piper Academy on the 28th with Army Piper, Trade Fly, some other guys. I'm hoping to get some more guys, some of the bigger YouTubers to come on the channel or to go on their channel and just discuss some stuff, because it's a lot to discuss. I want to get in with these guys and gals before the market gets too insane. You know what I mean? Then people just, you don't got no time to do nothing but just, doing your own thing. So yeah, man. Just FD White, man. I appreciate everybody for stopping by, everybody for watching. Oh, I do got some merch coming out. I will be pulling it out tomorrow. Make sure you follow me on X. I'll have it up on there as well. So make sure you look out for that. And I'll see you guys later, man. Let's get rich. Let's be healthy. Let's just keep our mental together. Let's keep our minds together. Let's keep our physical together, because it all comes together in the bull run, man. All comes together. All helps. I'm trying to tell you, all helps. When this is right, these is right, everything is going in accordance with each other. Everything will work out, man. So if you're here now, you're early. I wish you all much success, and I will see you guys in a minute. Peace.